Now, this story is really sad. It's in a lot of ways heartbreaking, and it has a couple twists and turns. So there was a flyer put up in a Cleveland State University that is devastating. So let me tell you about it. The flyer was posted last week on a billboard in CSU's main classroom building, according to Cleveland's Plain Dealer newspaper. It reportedly appeared the same day that the university's first LGBTQ center opened its doors. So now, I'm off the kids and earmuff the kids because this is sensitive, terrible stuff, as you're kind of seeing on the graphic next to me, but let me show it to you in full. It talks about suicide in the LGBT community. It says 34% of trans people attempt suicide, 30% of suicides are LGBT related. Well, those are haunting stats, but they actually think that it's a good thing. And above a person hanging on a noose, it says, "Follow your fellow faggots." Wow. Man, there are some bad folks in this country. Okay, at the bottom of the poster, the words "Fascist Solutions" were printed. No individual or group has claimed responsibility. A similar flyer was spotted in Houston earlier this year. Obviously, I don't know who did it. If we did, there might not be any consequences. So that's another interesting part of this story. They did take him down, but only because they said, the University Director of Communications and Media Relations said, because proper posting procedure was not followed. The reason it was taken down was because of posting etiquette at the university? Well, it turns out that the leaders of the university might believe that it is protected speech. They said if the flyer had been put up following the correct protocol, it would not have been taken down, Doobie told the Plain Dealer. According to the legal framework related to free speech, it would have been allowed. Wow. Then we go to Cleveland University's president, Ronald Berkman. He said, while CSU was fully committed to campus community that respects all individuals, the school was also committed to upholding the First Amendment, even with regard to controversial issues where opinion is divided. Wait, is opinion really divided on whether gay people should hang themselves? And whether we should unite around fascists who encourage members of the LGBTQ community to commit suicide? Is Cleveland State University really divided on campus on that issue? So look, I am very much in favor of allowing conservatives, even the most obnoxious, hateful conservatives, to speak on college campuses. I fervently believe in the First Amendment. I think some of the hate speech laws sometimes on campuses or rules cross a line, and I think that a lot more speech should be allowed than some groups argue for. But at some point, you do get to hate speech, and it does get to intimidate some other people in the community. You know, the old rule about your rights end at the bridge of my nose. So now they didn't actually hang any people, thank God. But when you encourage hangings, we're getting pretty close. So as Quartz and reports about the ACLU of Northern California, they explain that direct threats aren't protected by the First Amendment, but to count as a threat, speech has to incite imminent lawless action. I don't know that this incites imminent lawless action, but boy, we're right on the edge there. And I don't know, they're a public university, and so they have to respect the First Amendment. It's not a private university. They can't set their own rules in that regard. So that is one enormous issue, and I think it's a really interesting one. And I think that if anything was to be classified as hate speech, this would be right up there. And I think there's a great case to be made for that. The other thing is that, we've gotten so divided that people are putting up posters like this in this country. Wow. And by the way, unsurprisingly, they actually got the numbers wrong. It's actually worse than they said. A 2014 study found that 46% of transgender men and 42% of transgender women in the United States had attempted suicide, compared with just 4.6% of the overall US population. In a 2011 study, 44% of bisexual youth reported thinking about suicide at least once in the previous 30 days. Man, those are stunning numbers and horrible, haunting numbers. And I think all decent people would want to change that. I was just on a panel the other night with as transgender activists. And for you animals out there who are right-wing and think, oh, you know what, we should encourage them to hang themselves and they're not real people and they shouldn't have the same rights as us, I got news for you. Yes, they are fellow human beings. They are made of flesh and blood and they care and they have families, they have loved ones. To root for your fellow man to do that to themselves and to kill themselves, man, that is a level of hatred that is hard to comprehend. But here we are in the year 2017 in the United States of America. Help us build independent media together. Come join us, tytnetwork.com/join.